Time o'clock. And we're falling a lot.
Alex, since treat this like a gymnastics match, can you give the introduction to what's about to happen?
Yes. So today we will be playing Fall Guys. For those who don't know, it's a game about falling, apparently, allegedly. We're also raising money for the Center for Suicide Awareness. And yeah, it's a bunch of us streamers. I am your not-so host, Addicts. And with me today, I have someone next go.
We have a competition in front of us. We will resume introductions once Jason wins.
Oh, why is my mouse on my screen?
Are we on a
team?
team?
Yeah, we're on a team.
Badger and I were both thinking the same thing.
Dude, that's a mean little paddle. Rude.
I mean,
never mind.
I mean, if you're gonna get a paddle, might as well be mean.
Oh my! It was actually very helpful that time.
Go, Team Shy Guy.
Okay, there's a hot
I
dog
trust the
and
paddle's judgment.
Okay, well, all right. That's a way to get over, I guess. My mouse being.
That's a way things can happen. Go, you son of a gun!
Whoa!
You son of a badger!
You son of a badger!
Brandon, what up, Brandon? Feel free to hop on in, Brandon, if you're interested.
There I go.
Oh man!
Okay, there I go again.
Wow!
You guys didn't want someone who actually. Oh, I did it!
Is that a chicken?
I know that my Twitch notifications are working because as soon as we went live, my phone about just blew up. It was like, hey, a bunch of channels you follow just went live. I was like, oh, really?
Apparently it's working.
And they're all working. I know they are.
The rooster.
Let's go, baby.
Sounds good, random.
Oh, wait.
Bingo.
Oh, did we all
Bingo
just
bango. Yeah, we qualified.
The rooster did it.
Nope.
I was
beautiful.
Whoa!
We did things with the stuff. Everybody, if you're just now joining, this is Raids of Love, hanging out with these beautiful human beings. We are playing some Fall Guys. Feel free to hop on in. We are going to open up open lobbies in a second, so you can join in and fall with us. Fall in love with Fall Guys.
Oh, whoops.
And we are going to be gaming today. But the main reason why we're here is to raise a little bit of awareness and funds for Center for Suicide Awareness. And the QR code is up on the screen. And you could be one of the people that allows us to transform a few lives. We'll do introductions in just a little bit.
It's a horse!
I feel like this guy is horsing around a little too much.
Well, he's going the wrong way.
Heather, good to see you. Cedric, good to see you, man. I totally forgot that I was streaming.
Hey, Badger, you're live.
Hey, yeah.
Rooster! Oh, that's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
I need to get that dang Monday
He
message.
just got whipped into the
Mike
wall.
K, what up, baby? Heather, what's going on? Clove. Let's go, Ryan.
I love that rooster. Please.
What happened to the rooster?
Bok bagok, right?
We're in the top 50%, y'all.
Top 50.
Hopefully my mouse goes away this time because that was distracting.
Sloppy babies.
There
Sloppy
we are.
babies.
Everybody, welcome to Raids of Love, Center for Suicide Awareness. That's what we're raising awareness and funds for. Ben, Ben, did you want to play? Ben, if you want to hop on in, feel free. Boot on up, Ben.
Ben, Calvoda, let's go, dude.
Let's go.
Come on.
I
Badger
volunteer
brain
Ben
fart,
as tribute as my person. He's gonna play for me.
Yeah. Thank you for choosing me.
There's Badger, everybody. Full screen.
Badger-
Don't you
Badger-
just admire that Badger face?
Look
Come
at
on.
that.
Do I need to do my game?
Come on. You,
I'm
sure,
gonna
go
Do your
ahead.
game, Badger.
Yeah, do your game, bud.
Do your game, bud. Yeah, Badger brain fart. I played Fall Guys once, did horribly. Oh, Heather, I'm so boo-boo at it. I'm so boo-boo at this game.
So wait, if you do have a brain fart, what is your brain? Is it a stinky one? Is it silent but deadly?
I would actually, like, in a setting like this, because it should be a little formal, I would call them cerebral flatulations.
Flatulations.
But
yeah.
Okay.
yeah, cerebral flatulations.
Oh,
I say that in front of
flagrant are your
customers.
cerebral flatulations? I'm just curious.
I'll say that to people, and I'll be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. That was the cerebral flatulation," and they kind of like takes them a second, and they're looking at me, and I'm like, "Yeah, I said flat." I've said flatulation. I almost did not say it correctly.
Ow.
Oh my gosh, the lasers. Oh, they don't like
feel like-
hurt you though. They just kind of push you.
I was holding on.
Excuse
to
me,
a
coming
seagull.
through. Pardon me.
Oh,
coming
that's
through.
a magnet.
Excuse me, coming
Is that a
through.
planet?
Nope. Excuse me,
That's
coming
a
through.
star.
You know.
Excuse me,
Oh,
pardon
okay.
me,
This
pardon
is
me.
the.
We're all our
Excuse
own
me.
stars.
Pardon me. Nope. All right. Excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. This is.
Witch, get out the way, witch.
Wait a minute.
I said witch. With a W.
Wait, don't.
Oh, did we
launch
just
that
jump
hard.
off? Oh. Whoops.
Bye, Badger. Oh,
Bye.
Dragon is home.
Actually,
it
the
is.
last time I
Oh,
played this
jump
map,
off
I did the
that
same
dragon.
thing.
This
I was
game
like, oh, do we go
exciting.
down now?
It gives you the worst
Don't
anxiety.
mind if I do.
Moses, good to see you, man.
You're our only hope for our team. No
Well,
pressure or anything.
no pressure or anything. Thank you. I'm just hanging out. You know what I mean? Just.
Stars in your eyes.
All of our hopes and dreams rest on your shoulders.
Rest with on your shoulders. Yes.
Get in there, Jason.
Oh,
All right. Well.
Oh,
you got it. You got it. You got it.
Hey!
Hey!
Ah!
well done, Jason.
Why? Thank you. Why? Thank you.
Retake
Why?
the
Thank you.
ball.
I
Hello?
don't think this dude is gonna survive. It's just a hunch of mine, but
He can do it.
there you
Yep.
go.
Bye-bye.
Round up.
I totally pressed the wrong button earlier when I thought I was going to my game.
It's all gravy.
My bad.
It's all gravy.
You've
It's a
you
little,
had
it's a
it.
little
Gravy.
grainy on your side anyway. I'm probably gonna stick with King for a little bit.
Do it.
Comment for interaction. Digging the stream. I'm completely drained. Courtney.
Ornay, thank you for
And-
coming, girl.
And if you are eliminated, you can now donate. That's the best
There you
part.
go.
And how can you donate there, addicts?
By scanning the, well, if it comes back on, there's a QR code you can visit right there next to me. You see it? Scan her and donate.
There it
Anything helps. Even your tithes from church, keep those and donate in here. Your Sonic money, donate it here. Starbucks.
Your
you're doing
Sonic
Starbucks.
money. Starbucks
Yeah.
money.
I went there.
Jason, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's you plus 3 others, and you just lost.
Can someone clip that? Yeah, you suck. I love the pelican. Pelican.
Go ahead
Yeah.
and exit, y'all. Go ahead and exit. Go ahead and exit.
Are you sure you don't want to stick around?
I kinda wanna watch
no,
the
I'm
Pelican
good.
win.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
I'm
fine.
good. I'm good. I don't even know
Sore
what
loser.
you know what I mean? Stupid. That was dumb.
Right.
Mike will be home in 10 minutes. Let's go, Mike. I'm good. Still at work. Then I'm going to cook some burgers. Got it, Robot Ryan. All right, everybody. Let's introduce a few folks. Let's go ahead and introduce first the one and only, the one that is the green machine, the one that reps the Canada and also the French. I am talking about none other than the amazing, the fantabulous ClovIrish, everyone. ClovIrish.
Yay!
ClovIrish, everyone.
Hey
Clove,
guys,
well, let us know what you are, who you are, and what you're all about, ClovIrish.
I'm ClovIrish. I'm over on Twitch. I stream a bit of everything now. I'm putting a bit of cut aside, stream a bit more Fortnite and stuff like that. Yeah, and here today we are raising money for Center for Suicide Awareness. It's a cause that is really close to me because I suffer like depression, anxiety, and everything. So it's really good to raise money for those causes and help people like get together and get that mental health help they need. So, and I hope today, guys, you're gonna have fun watching us play Fall Guy and watch me struggle like crazy, because I'm not that good at Fall Guys, but it doesn't matter. We are here to raise money, so let's go, guys.
There it
Have
is.
fun today.
ClovIrish, everyone. ClovIrish up in the building. Let's go. And if you haven't been to Canada, we highly encourage that you go. And up next we have, let's go with Double O Badger, the one and only. He is a creature that comes from a place unknown, but also a place familiar at the same time. You don't want to make him angry, but best believe if you show him some love, he will show you love like a badger would show anger. Exactly, with a lot of love. There it is, 00 Badger, everyone. 00 Badger!
Jason, you couldn't have explained something so complex so well.
Thank you.
I'm 00 Badger. I'm a variety content creator, primarily on Facebook. I love any chance that we can get to do the Raids of Love, and this was actually the first one that I ever did last year.
Yeah.
Or have I been?
Yeah, year and a half
last
ago.
year.
Year and a half ago.
Year and a half ago.
2021.
Yes, we're full circle right back to it. So yeah, it's awesome to be raising money for such an amazing cause. Truly a center that like truly makes a lot of change. And so we appreciate you guys being here. We appreciate you come hanging out, watching. But like you'll hear a lot tonight, please, if you can, donate, find that QR code, find the links. I'm going to be posting in my chat if you're in mine here. So please just be mindful about like what we're really here for. And let's get to falling, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. Falling.
Whoa. That would be awesome if I just fell. Right.
Round of applause. Badger.
I need you.
Badger, you need
and
to commit to the bit.
King and I will eventually go, but for now, we want to introduce our host for the evening. Addix normally does gymnastics, but now has changed to make sure that he could also commentate for Fall Guys, because this is what Addix is all about. An amazing human being, one who does not like cars at the moment. Round of applause for Addix.
It is my lifelong ambition to be a Fall Guys commentator. You have no idea. You have no idea. So I'm Addix. I'm a gymnastics content streamer and creator. If you want to watch gymnastics and you have nowhere else to watch it, come watch it with us. We also do a podcast called We Love Gymnastics. It's available on all platforms. And you can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Addix Inc. with 2 C's at the end, or go to our website to buy our merch and other stuff, addixinc.org.
There it is. There it is. Round of applause for Addix.
All right.
Everybody, later on tonight, we may have the executive director from Center for Suicide Awareness pop on through like a big bag of popcorn and say hello and howdy. I don't know if she would say either one, but guess what? We are going to say that she might. So right now, though, if you do want to hop on in to Fall Guys, the code is up on the screen. 2Z MAM. 2Z, ma'am. 2Z, ma'am.
2Z, ma'am.
Is the ma'am? Mom. Either way, if you want to boot up some Fall Guys and join in along on the fun, feel free, because this game is actually free.
Kingbullet, what would your we were talking the other day about your phonetics, the way you say things. What would be your phonetic version of this one?
Oh, you're putting me on the spot. Zucchini. Mommy asked milk.
Wow, that sounds very personal.
That was.
And, yep. 2 zucchinis. Mommy asks for milk. There it is, everyone.
That is hard.
That is a little difficult.
I didn't realize it was you were gonna tell a little story there, but that was really good. That was really good.
You know, everything is better with a little story.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's actually how I remember numbers and sequences so well. Like, I mean, cards and stuff like that. Like, I just remember them, and it's because I make like a weird little like thing in my head. I don't know. It's silly.
It makes,
we learned that in class together because I do the same thing.
I mean, I actually do it probably more for no reason as an adult than I did in school.
I think we learned that in class, though. I think we learned that in the class.
Maybe.
Sambo?
I didn't have her, so
right.
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay,
anyway.
but Mike, I'm gonna need you to slide me at least $30 worth of the caramel peanut clusters. I'm just saying, it's the tax. It's the Raids of Love tax. I gotta inspect it.
It's
you
like
know,
the
it's healthy. Good for you.
Inspect.
Customs. It's customs.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a question while we're waiting for some other people to join. Patrick, go full screen. Do you give your dogs the cheese tax thing?
Yes.
Yes. I
don't
did
have
before. I did before the song, and now that the song I mean, every time, dude, I can't even look at that dang cheese without the cheese text, like in my head.
What
Dude,
song?
isn't it so good?
It is good.
Y'all
I have
haven't
no
seen
idea.
the it's a dog trend on TikTok and Reels, stuff like that, where you like every time, like there's this little it's like a song, and it's called it's like the cheese tax. It's a song about every time you open the cheese drawer when you're cooking, you have to give your dog some, and they're usually really pretty cute, and it's just some dogs that like cheese, and yeah, it will make you smile. It's like my favorite part is the line in the song that says oh man, is like
Badger is so into the story right now.
Yeah, Badger is so confused as to why all of us are laughing.
yeah.
Hi, Badger.
Hi, Meana.
She's my favorite. She's my favorite. I love her.
Hi, Alex. Hi, guys. I'm sorry I'm late.
The cheese tax is real. The cheese tax
tax.
apparently is real.
Yeah.
Anyone
I
in
was
chat
hoping mean
provided cheese tax as well? Cornelius Zombiach. I don't know who has a dog, who doesn't have a dog.
I have a dog. You guys have seen him.
Yes, the giant one.
Yeah.
I
He is-
don't call that a dog. That's a bear.
Man,
That's not even a
yeah.
bear. He's a Clifford. He's Klausford.
Clifford. He's
Clifford the
Clifford.
Klausword.
There.
Klausford, yeah. He's huge. He's ginormous, actually. He officially is 6 foot. So on his hind legs, you can put like he towers over me.
Wait, he's 6 foot. He could play in the NBA. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, definitely. For sure. Hopefully the Mavericks, you know. But we'll see we get scouted.
Roommate does 2 of them. They get deli meat tax sometimes. Wow.
Ooh,
that's
not
fancy.
mine. No,
That-
mine
that's
are
a
It's
lot.
dog.
Mm-mm.
A fancy
Whoa.
dog.
Yeah, it's a fancy dog.
A fancy dog.
Fancy dog. Pinky's up with the fancy dog.
Yeah.
Fancy dog.
Fancy's up with the fancy dog. Meana, are you gonna hop on in?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
She
Give
coming.
me just a second. I literally ran from my car in here, put some
Did
lips
you?
on, and I was like, shoom, 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 shoom. Yeah. Give me just
Okay. Nice.
1 minute.
So, do you want to
Sorry.
introduce yourself while you're not able to
Doing
do
shoom,
everything
shoom,
else?
shoom. Sure. What's one
Yeah,
more thing?
yeah, why
Yeah,
not?
of course. Hi,
Let's
I'm
do it,
Meana,
yeah.
or Big Mean Gaming, or Big Meana now. Excuse me. I am on Twitch and on Kick now. Also on Facebook sometimes. I'm a variety content creator. I also do a lot of painting streams. As always, here with Raids of Love. Raids of Love is a very near and dear thing to my heart. It's kind of like my adopted baby at this point. I love it so much, and I love getting to be a part of it each and every single time we do something like this with all these beautiful, amazing content creators that join us, and the other content creators that join us as well. So, yeah.
Awesome. There
Did
it
you cut
is.
your hair?
Oh.
Oh, I did cut my hair. I
That
chopped
looks
it off.
so good.
I usually do the short thing. When you've seen it long, that was a rare treat, babe. That's a rare treat.
No structure.
That was
It's
a rare treat,
giving.
babe.
It's giving.
Super rare.
Super
Okay.
rare. Okay, so while Meana boots on up, what we're going to
room
do is we're going to
code.
introduce the executive director for Center for Suicide Awareness. And then, without asking any questions, we're just going to hop into the game. And then we're just going to allow Barb to kind of commentate. And then we'll ask Barb some questions about it, just to see what
Oh,
happens.
wait
Just
a-
to see what
You
happens.
Put our
really
guest on
throw
the
Barb
spot.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
love
warning
that.
her while she's not on the screen, so therefore she can either disconnect. No, don't do that. Or just
So,
stay. You
in
know what I
other
mean?
words, Jason woke up and chose chaos today.
You know,
is what he
chaos
decided
indeed.
to do.
But speaking of chaos,
Room
let's
code?
introduce
private
Barb
chat.
from Center for Suicide Awareness. Everybody, a round of applause for Barb.
Yay.
I'm so excited. I thought
So
I was going to
pretty.
miss Barb.
No, you didn't miss me.
Hey, Barb, how are you doing?
I'm awesome. How is everybody tonight?
Fantastic.
Well, you guys are an hour ahead of me, aren't you? It's like 7:30.
Not me, babe. I am
Yeah.
6:30. I am in the central area.
Okay, you're
I
with
think
me.
Don't
only
ill
Jason
wish
and
me.
I-
Yeah, so Only we are on the East Coast. Well, 2 of us are on the East Coast. I think everybody else is your time, Barb. So everyone's in the middle of having dinner right now, and we're interrupting it. So thank you so much for coming by. We appreciate you.
Yes, we're a dinner and a show. Okay.
I am the meal.
Hey, absolutely.
You
It's
said
actually starting to see sunshine here in Wisconsin. We have had snow and rain for the last couple days. So
Wisconsin.
Wow.
Wisconsin. Yep.
Yes.
Where'd you pick up my accent from? Yeah,
I
Wisconsin.
love it.
Did you grow up in Wisconsin? Are you from there?
I sure did.
Okay.
I'm a cheesehead.
Me too.
I left for college on the West Coast, and then I came back.
Okay, we were just speaking about cheese, Barb. Quick, do you have any pets?
Do I have any favorite cheese?
No, do you have any pets? We'll get to the
Oh
cheese.
yeah, I have 3 dogs that I'm totally trying
Okay.
to contain.
Okay.
Perfect. So the question is relevant.
Yes, go ahead, Badger. Ask the question.
Do you pay your dogs a cheese tax when you pull cheese out of your refrigerator?
What does that mean, Badger?
That like you just every time you
You
grab
pay the wrapper.
cheese, your dogs come, they look at you, they want the cheese. Do you give them little shreds of cheese or
I didn't
Oh,
even
yeah.
know that was a thing. I didn't know you
Oh,
could
absolutely.
feed dogs cheese.
Oh yeah, it's totally
I
fine.
love cheese. Every one of my dogs absolutely love cheese. And they're very particular about their cheese. We are very particular about our cheese here in Wisconsin.
What is your
And
favorite
even the
cheese?
dogs, they're particular about their cheese. That's awesome.
What is your favorite
Absolutely.
cheese? I need to know. What is your favorite cheese?
My favorite
Yes.
cheese? It's called brick cheese.
Brick
It's
cheese.
not a brick
Sounds
of
aggressive.
cheese. It's a white cheese. It has almost like a Munster flavor. It's super good.
Ooh,
I like
smoky.
Gouda.
Gouda?
Mhm.
Yep.
Swiss.
My puppy, my 1-year-old, he's very partial to cheddar.
Ooh,
My other one likes Colby Jack.
yes.
They have a preference?
yes.
They do.
Wow.
When you have dogs in Wisconsin, they know their cheese.
Wow.
I could
Okay,
man,
Wisconsin dogs.
how how picky my dogs are with cheese. I could grab a rock and just act like I'm pulling it out of my cheese drawer and throw 2 of them, and each
Right.
dog, they would just eat it, no question. They'd be like, "Oh, he betrayed me," But
Rock-
It'll
It'll hurt on the way out, but hey, it's
no,
something,
it could be anything. Like I was just anything because they don't even let it hit the floor. I'm like, I toss it and they're like, "Go!" And so it just makes me laugh that Barb's dogs are like, partial to cheddar, or my dog's like, "What is that? Give me it,"
What
It's
charcuterie is
awesome.
this? They have a cheese spread, please.
Yeah.
Right next to their
I was
dog
at,
bowl, there's a charcuterie board.
Yes.
They got their own cheese knife and everything.
Oh,
It's
weird.
like,
That's awesome.
would you like a piece of cheese? A piece of
Very
what is
fancy.
it? Brick cheese.
Very.
Brick cheese.
Yeah.
Barb, how long do we have? How long are you going to be able to hang out with us for?
Oh, I could hang out with you guys.
Okay. All right. So,
Yay.
Barb, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the games flowing. Everybody in chat, feel free to go ahead. If you want to hop in the game, the code is up on the screen right about soon. And then once you hop into the game, that'd be awesome. We're going to play just a couple of them, at least one, Barb. And you get to see the chaos that ensues. And
Chaos!
Chaos that ensues. And we can kind of go from there. King, go and share your screen for me.
And if you're not
Oh,
playing
someone
like
spicy.
me, you can go ahead and donate
Spicy
to a
cheese.
great cause. Anything
Yeah,
counts.
the donation link went out into everybody's chats, so
Yes, I pinned it. Thank you for doing that, King. I was literally in the middle of pulling it from Discord, and you beat me to it. I don't even know why I try. You know what I mean?
So Barb,
You're just
they're playing Fall Guy.
Yes.
Right.
It's a lot.
no,
Thank you,
no,
Alex.
my computer is trolling me.
Sure. Blame it on the
Yeah.
computer.
Yeah,
right.
My
Hey,
computer
you know
is
what?
trolling me.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
that's
on
that's-
stream. There's
Oh my God.
there's evidence.
So Barb, I'm
Barb,
not playing
have you ever
either.
seen this game before?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, she's familiar. Fantastic.
This is like part of my life. I feel like I'm spinning around, jumping
no,
hurdles.
there.
I was not aware this game existed until recently, and now I'm just enamored by it.
Really?
You
Yes.
get off of me,
Yeah.
elephant.
It came out in 2020
Oh.
around the pandemic, and so I played a lot of it
What a great
man.
time to come up with something, let me tell you.
Oh,
for sure, dude. Party
oh,
games, man.
Who's the elephant? You're fired.
Didn't they have a booth at PAX,
Ah.
you guys?
Pardon?
Oh.
Didn't they have a booth at PAX? This game?
They did.
Random
it.
black
Whenever-
guy.
I think
So,
whenever it was first
Badger
coming
went there.
out, they had a booth.
For sure.
Not
Rick
not.
went
I don't. I think she might be talking about a different PAX. I went this one. They didn't have one this year, or I didn't see it.
At PAX East. We have
PAX East.
We
Yes.
were.
We were too.
Oh, stay full
Yeah,
screen. Got you.
Everybody stay full screen unless I mention that you're going to be the one showing the gameplay.
Oh.
It was giving Mario Party, and I didn't know where to look.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good.
I was
All right.
thinking
So
full screen the
I
other
was
way.
So I was thinking that, Barb, we can intersplice the conversation about everything that you do at the Center for Suicide Awareness, intersplice that with some gameplay. So talk a little bit, game a little bit, and have this dialogue along the way. Because right now, Barb is here from the Center for Suicide Awareness, and the QR code on your screen, everyone in chat, you can donate to the wonderful organization that is Center for Suicide Awareness. And you're about to hear a little bit of the reason why it's pretty dang awesome. So feel free to go ahead and make sure you grab your phones, open up your camera, scan that code, and do the shindig there and there. So, Barb, the first question that we want to ask you is one that Meana came up with about how you got started. Meana, do you have the question in front of you?
Yeah, I do.
You want to ask that first question about how she got started?
Of course
And
I
if
do.
anybody in chat has any questions, go ahead and throw them in the chat as well.
Yeah. All right, Barb. I'm so excited that you're here, first of all. I've been chatting with you, and now I get to put a face to a name. I'm so happy. Thank you for joining us. Can you share a personal experience or a transformative moment in your journey that led you to become so dedicated to suicide prevention? And how did that impact your approach to your work?
Absolutely. So I actually founded the center in 2010. So not only as executive director, but I'm the one that created the nonprofit. So prior to this, I was the head of the crisis team. I worked with local law enforcement, worked with a lot of crisis workers, social workers. And we did a lot of times, we would have to go out and give the bad news of a death. We call them death notifications. And so we'd knock on someone's door and change their life. Here in Wisconsin, we have icy roads, so we have a lot of accidents. And I could go to someone's door and say, I'm so sorry, your loved one died. And car accident because of the icy roads. And we'd watch them grieve. And I would see neighbors just come over with casseroles or tater tot dishes and hot dishes and help them grieve. But when I knocked on someone's door and said, I'm sorry, your loved one died, and then I said, they died by suicide, I didn't see that. I didn't see the neighbors come over with casseroles and hot dishes. I saw them pull the shades and the stigma of the shame, blame, and guilt. And I was like, that's not right. Like, they deserve a hot dish too. Like,
Absolutely.
Where's their casseroles? What's going on here? They're grieving. And why are we taking it? It's the way they died versus they've lost someone they love. Mm-hmm. And that bothered me. That bothered me a lot. Because they were grieving and people weren't helping them. And there was this huge shame and blame. And that's the only death, suicide, where people blame and shame them and have guilt. And it really bothered me to the point that I said, you know what, we can do something about this. So I started the nonprofit in 2010, and it was really just to have that safe space, to have the capacity to say, my loved one died by suicide without any judgment, and have that safe space. And I never turned back from that. And then I just kept on going and going. And that's what provoked in 2013 to make a documentary that actually won a Telly Award for the best documentary in the United States, called If You Only Knew What You Left Behind. And that's on YouTube. And then created the Hotline. And I said, what if you had a safe spot where people weren't so judgy and critical, and they didn't ask you what county you were in, what your gender is, and all those questions, but it's like, what's going on and how can I help? And from a place of empathy versus let me get you a statistic. Mm-hmm. And that's what created the Hotline. And then we just keep on doing stuff. And how we got into gaming is a great community. It's a great sense of belonging. And when you belong, not just fit in, that's a great protective factor. So absolutely, that's the shortest version I can give you in Meana, but it was my realization of And I actually wrote an article called "Suicide Doesn't Bring a Casserole." That's what bothered me.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
And I think a lot of people assumed like somebody died in my family. And I always say, why does it have to take a death to motivate somebody to do the right thing?
Exactly.
All right.
Wow.
Everybody, if you do have any other questions in chat, feel free to let us know. Meana, go ahead.
I just I'm kind of at a loss for words because 5 years ago I lost a very near and dear friend of mine to suicide. Her name was Emily, and same thing that you touched on. There was kind of this stigma of shame with, unfortunately, her mother. Just felt like she couldn't lean on anybody to talk to about it, and because of the way Emily went. And I'm sorry. So what you're doing is just it's a beautiful thing for people to go and just have a chance to be heard, without that sense of stigma or being judged. At the end of the day, you ended up losing somebody that you love.
Right.
And that should be the main focus. So thank you. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start getting emotional already in this. I've only been here for 20 minutes. Oh my gosh.
You don't have to say sorry. That's real. And I'm so sorry you lost your friend and that the mother had to feel like less than. It's like, really? Do you have to have a less than death? You know, you never hear naming somebody if they died in a car accident or cancer. You do hear it in suicide, and that's what made me. And when I created the very first support group, when I heard people say I've lied about how my loved one died just because I didn't want people to judge me, that broke my heart. That broke my heart to think you're keeping this as like it's a dirty little secret instead of I've lost somebody I love and I care about and I wish they were here. And that's what you want to scream.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. That's beautiful.
Barb, thank you so very much. And one of the things that we do communicate here on Raids of Love is the importance of, I know you don't see my face. It's just easier to see 6 people on the screen, so that's why I don't see
It's
okay. This is a safe space to be able to communicate. We're all supportive of each other. And so no matter if it's something that you're going through, if it's a story you want to share, if there's something on your mind, know that this community here has open ears and open hearts to receive whatever you have to share. And we are equally as receptive to donations, so keep that in mind. The QR code is giantly on the screen underneath Badger's chin at the moment, directly underneath the chin of a badger. So
it's so close he could lick it.
Listen,
don't encourage it. Don't encourage this. Nope, it's gone.
It's been a while since the Badgers ate. Don't tempt him.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
We don't need feral badgers running into barcodes
You're not,
and stuff. Okay, stop.
You're not even lying. Like, I have snacks everywhere right now. I'm serious. I'm super hungry.
Waze just same as he did in like 5th grade. He's
probably.
tiny.
He's itty bitty.
I'm so jealous. Lifelong jealous.
So,
I tell you.
You and me
speaking
both,
of donations, thank you, Random Black Guy, aka Kendrick, for the $10 donation.
Kendrick.
It is actually 20 because it's doubled.
Oh,
yes, that is true.
Raids of Love will match anything up to $250 tonight, this week. So if we can get to that $250 tonight, we will instantly do that match right up front. So just know that every $1 you donate is $2, every 10 is 20, every 50 is 100, every 50 cents is $1, and you know how much you can get on the dollar menu. So that's super important. Heart of Gaming, what up? So if you can donate, feel free to do so because it's matched. Shout out to Random Black Guy. Let's go, homie. Appreciate
you. Also, let me touch on a note. Even if you guys cannot donate, that is okay. Yes. The fact that you are here today and you are hearing the stories and liking and spending your time sharing out the stream, that is doing a world of good for somebody who may be suffering right now. So thank you to those of you. Even if you can't donate, your time is greatly appreciated. So thank you.
Especially all those who are like waiting in the lobby of the game lobby, like, why don't you start?
Hurry up!
Hurry up! What's the amount that we're at right now, total wise, before we start, King?
We're at $125 raised.
Nice, $125,
Beautiful.
which is actually $250. It's actually $250 because of the double, but we need to get
That's
to that $250.
true.
Let us
We
get
need
But
to
to
double that
500
for a
sounds better.
Way better.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It's about that time. Let's hop back into this. Barb, we will reconvene with Barb, the executive director for Center for Suicide Awareness, in just a smidge. But until then, we're going to game and watch each other fall just a little bit.
Oh,
We're
blast
fall
balls. Let's go. Everybody
I'm
convene
still
on
annoyed that my
Jason.
mouse is stuck on my screen.
That is so funny to me. I'm sorry,
Dun,
Gabe.
dun,
It's
dun,
so
dun,
funny
dun,
because you get so frustrated.
I mean, it's so distracting. I
No, I
look
feel
around
you.
and I'm looking at the
King,
mouse.
go ahead and share your
instead of the
gameplay for
thing.
me real quick. Thanks.
Oh, you guys can't see it? Oh,
No.
no, you can.
Oh,
Okay.
crap.
Oh, I
I'm
see it.
not on
That's
there.
so funny. That's so funny. I saw it earlier. It's so funny.
It's so distracting.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I know it frustrates you.
Well,
Get
I
lost.
just got.
No! Jason,
It's like Navi.
get. Almost.
Okay,
Get off me.
listen, we can stop hitting me with the bombs now.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh no! This gives me such anxiety. Oh my god.
I don't think. Okay, alright.
Oh, this is just. Oh. Oh, that's even more anxiety.
I can't believe I just walked off. Oh.
Who just bladdered themselves in the air? I just
No
saw
one.
Needed.
Oh
Bye,
no, no, no,
Jason.
no!
That was a pretty good one.
Oh, no, Badger!
Right off.
Oh, my
Needed. So we're like, I'm done. I'm done. Just
Oh.
Oh,
Ah, GG's, Cordelia. Go, JJ.
I just want to point out I was being exploded that entire time right there.
yeeted. Just yeeted.
Like for the whole first half of the match, I was just in the air being juggled.
Juggling beans.
Like,
Juggling
it's
beans.
impressive.
fine.
it's impressive.
Run it
You were
back,
doing
Random
nothing.
says. Random says, run it back.
Run it, run it back.
Okay, all right, we'll run it back. Also, I was just informed that I'm getting food soon, so
Ooh.
I'm
what-
Oh, you're just gonna
Totally.
rub it in?
What?
You're just gonna rub it in
Yeah.
front of everybody? That's
You
what
get
you
it.
Like-
that's
yeah,
what you
yeah,
about right now?
I'm rubbing it in.
With all the
listen.
cheese talking earlier, I got angry just for that because I love
Right?
so much, and I was like, "Oh, cheese!"
See,
That
I
would
love
be
cheese.
so
It does not like me
good.
back.
Hello.
Same. I can do a little bits of cheese, but if I eat too much,
I
Dragon
know.
hates me.
The
I
bad.
want all.
Did
the
you just
cheese.
go?
Yeah.
Of the chuckle.
I think he's
Jeez.
hanging around me for too long.
It sounds like what is that show?
Beavis and Butthead.
Yes. Yes. Them.
Oh, hey Jason. how you
Oh
doing?
God, please don't.
Come here.
Now,
Oh
as
my
soon as
God,
he
my
almost
mouse.
knocked us- yep.
Ooh.
Come here,
Fine.
Prince.
Ooh. Gotta be quicker than that.
Okay, listen.
Get off of me!
Nope. Okay.
Oh,
Come here.
Oh, well, there I go.
Here, boys.
Well.
Aw, darn it.
Oh my god.
Cornelius, don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Hey, Meana, watch out for the gap right there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. You mean
Is
the
that
one
a
Badger
hawk?
just walked off of?
Oh, yeah, that
Well,
gap right
well,
there,
well,
actually.
That same one, huh?
Glass
Yeah,
houses.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Let me turn down my mic. I didn't mean to scream it.
Oh, I just blatted myself. Oh, God.
No, that's a hairstyle. Oh, no, it's a bandana. That was a hairstyle. My bad.
I mean, it could be a hairstyle.
It could. I know someone who did the hair like that all throughout like 6th grade. Remember Victor?
You walked right off? No.
Badger, remember Victor? Garcia?
I don't.
With the hair?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Oh, okay. Who?
I was
Yeah,
like,
you remember
Victor
that guy
Garcia.
with the hair, right, Badger?
well, he just
Yeah,
sat in front of me, so I remember it
know.
distinctly.
I know
Oh.
who he's talking about. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
It's okay, random. I walked right off too, dude.
Oh no, you didn't just walk off. You dove
I
off.
dived.
Hold on! Come on!
Oh, there goes David.
No, don't.
Come on!
Please don't tell me. God.
All right. Why Speedo boy?
Next, cut his celebration short. Next.
Report player. Report player.
Report player.
Shade.
Poor player.
The shade.
Immediately.
Shade. Oh my goodness. Okay. If we can, Barb, can we please get your commentary on the last set of gameplay? What is your take on what is going down?
Oh, now because you won, you want the commentary? Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
He's like,
look,
please give me all the accolades and praises.
that's
You
not.
guys
That's
Play like you play like this is vicious dodgeball basically.
Right.
Pretty much.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
These people are competitive. It's scary.
It is a little competitive. Everybody, if you're just now joining, this is Raids of Love, hanging out with the executive director of Center for Suicide Awareness, Barb. How do I pronounce your last name?
Bagulki.
Bagulki. Barb Bagulki is here with us, hanging on out, and there's another question that we want to ask you. We're going to be playing some games. Also, we're going to be asking questions along the way. And for a brief moment, I'm going to put up the code on the screen so you can join if you want to. But the question for you, Barb, is about something that we can all do. What are some of the most common signs and risk factors for suicide? And how can individuals and communities address these risk factors?
Good. Because sometimes people say to me, like, I'm not a therapist like you, Barb. Like, I'm not qualified. And I always say, if you have a set of ears and a heart, you're qualified. Because honestly, people that die by suicide, it's not that they want to die, they just want their pain to go away. And we as a society have to do better about sitting with people in pain. And sometimes just having the presence of being there and saying, hey, I can't tell you what you're going through, but I'm here for you. And there's a big difference between sympathy and empathy. Just saying, hey, it's okay, sorry, versus, hey, I'm going to sit here with you in this pain, and wherever you go with it, I'm going to be with you. You're not doing
Okay,
it
right,
alone.
real quick. Which is which? Because you said sympathy and empathy. Which is which, and why is it so important?
Because sympathy is just sort of saying, hey, sorry, you're going through that. It's at that what I always call that, very fellow level. Empathy is like getting down in the hole with them, getting in the darkness and saying, we're going to do this together. A lot of people that are working through struggles, they feel very alone. They feel like no one can relate to them or no one can help them. And when you were talking about warning signs, obviously extreme mood changes. We look for that. But one of the things that really goes missed is that maybe somebody's really down for a while and then they come in and they seem really happy. Like, hey, how are you guys doing? What's all going on? And a lot of times people are like, woof, they finally got out of that darkness. They finally got out of that hole. That's a huge warning sign. That usually means that they've made the plan and they've resigned to it and they're happy with it. So when we see people go from very like, hey, I'm sort of down, to an elated time, we say, ask them the question, get involved, say, what's going on? We really noticed a big change in your mood. What's going on? Also, I think people have to get more comfortable with asking the question directly. Are you thinking about killing yourself? And not in the way of saying, are you doing something crazy? You got to remember, it's not a crazy idea to them. For them, they're thinking that suicide's an option. And suicide is very seductive. It starts to make them believe that that's the only option out there. And so to them, it's not a crazy idea. So giving away prized possessions, definitely searching about death and suicide. Absolutely, if our people are talking about it, we always say that people are like, oh, they're just saying it, they're not going to do it. Take it seriously. Is it better to be direct or is it better to be more discreet? I think you have to really see how it is. If this is a person that is really giving out what I call those red flags, like, hey, I'm a burden. People would be better without me. Those are direct clues, and you do have to be direct back to them. You can say things, more like, hey, I'm really care about you. I'm concerned about you and how you're talking. I really would like to know, are you thinking of ending your life? Are you thinking of suicide? And you know what? You have to be prepared if they say yes. The number one reason people don't disclose that they're suicidal is because they think they're going to freak the person out that they're telling. So being prepared to say, if somebody says, yeah, I am, but you really have to be prepared to say, hey, guess what? I am thinking of suicide. So what then? What's your next step? And never worry alone. If you don't feel prepared, then definitely bring other people along with you. Oh, my audio's cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry. That was
no.
that was for the tech guy.
Okay.
Not you at all.
And it's hard to hear for everybody right now. We're all struggling. And I hear you. Expensive bills keep on going up. We're hitting such stressful times. I think the biggest thing is to remember that hope is always believing that tomorrow is a better day. And when people lose hope, that's where it gets to, you need to do intervention. And I hear you. It is really a scary time right now. We're inundated with negativity and it's hard. One of the things we always talk about is in every day, find something that you're grateful for. Even if it's that you got an hour to chat with good people and play a game, because we're inundated with negativity right now. And I think, when people say, well, is suicide, just for therapists or just for social workers or just for the hospitals, I always say suicide's everybody's business. It takes a community to really work on this. And we always encourage people to either attend a training or like this. I mean, just even getting some of those tidbits to have that self-confidence to say, you know what? I was listening to Barb and this person all of a sudden really became happy after being, down. Ask the question, I can tell you right now from working with suicide over 2 decades, asking that question is not going to make them do it. That's number one false. Is if I say, are you thinking of suicide? That's going to put the idea in the head. They will be relieved that somebody actually can see their pain and cares. We always use the acronym IONIC. Believe it or not, I care. In a world that a lot of people don't think that people care about each other, be that person. Be that person that actually bionic. Believe it or not, I do care.
Thank you, Barb.
Thank you.
Wow.
Okay, I think I caught this. And if I spelled believe wrong, don't be mad at me. I think I did it right. I before E, except after C. Believe it or not, I tried, okay?
You got
I
it.
It's right.
All right, perfect. Round of applause, everyone.
Yay, Jason!
No spell check needed.
Gold star.
I mean, we'll still spell check you.
That's fine. That's fine. Sandman, thank you for your comments. Emery, thank you so much for your questions. If anybody else has any questions, feel free. And this goes, one of the things to go back to is a comment that Meana made earlier, is that you don't, even if you can't donate right now, feel free to continue sharing out the stream, continue letting people know that we're having these conversations. If you have somebody that would benefit from chatting with the expert, such as known as Barb here, the one that knows the cheese, and so do her dogs, feel free to bring them into the chat. Bring them into the chat. Balter, what's going on? So on that note, we are going to continue having a little bit of fun, continue having some vibes. But if there's, I'm going to give a space, give a moment. Is there anybody else who wants to comment on anything that Mama Joe came through?
Hi, Mom.
You wanna say anything about that, Means?
Sure, I'll read my mom's comment. It's important to remember that the darkness is a temporary situation. Light is always just around the corner. Every day is a do-over, and sometimes you just have to trudge through your situation until it changes. Never give up hope. Love you, Mom.
Thank you, Mama Joe.
Absolutely.
And
Appreciate you, Mama Joe.
real quick, I just wanted to touch on what Barb was saying as well. I know sometimes it can be a bit, it may seem like you're being a bit inconvenient or nosy, if you may will, but just sending a simple text or saying hello to somebody or just checking in with somebody, that takes literally no time out of your day.
Yeah.
There's somebody that you may not have talked to in a while or whatever, just check up on them, see how they're doing. You never know what that little text, that whatever may have meant to somebody. So, just let somebody know that you care, because it's important.
It is so important. And we don't know what's behind that person. We always, they're always the great person. They're the person that we go to for problems. But, it's tough always being strong, too. So check in on your strong friends as
Check
well.
on your strong friends. Yep. Yes,
So
ma'am.
I think I
There's so
said
many
this.
things quotable. Go ahead, Kim.
Yeah, that's. I think I said this in one of our previous charity streams for Center for Suicide Awareness. There was a story that I heard, and I wish I could say that it was me, but it wasn't. There was someone who, every time they went and hung out with their friend, they'd wave at everybody. If they were in the car, they'd wave, just, hey, how you doing? Like, just didn't matter if they knew the person or not. They would just wave. If they were walking, if they were wherever. And someone asked that person, why do you wave to everybody? And the response was, you never know what's going on. Sometimes just a simple wave and an
Being
acknowledgement
seen.
of existence is enough to really get someone out of that darkest depths of their mind and be like, hey, that dude just waved at me. That was really nice,
I am
It's
still
so
present.
simple to do that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're exactly right, Kingbullet. We don't know the impact that we have on people. So if we're going to have an impact, how about we be a positive impact instead of a negative impact? And you're right.
Absolutely.
It's a simple wave, a smile. How are you doing? Open the door. Hey, good to see you. These aren't like rocket science type of sentences. These are heart sentences saying, I care. And why should you care? Because humans should care about humans, period.
Yeah, don't be Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
Say that again, Alex.
Said don't be like Andrew Tate.
Oh, no.
Karen is Karen. I love it.
All right, y'all.
Oh.
Let's hop into the next round. We got 8 folks in the lobby. 8 folks in the lobby.
I
So let's
totally
go.
haven't been sitting here
Eating French fries? Oh, yeah, I've
No,
seen it.
yeah.
Mhm.
No,
You have
that's not
French
Hey,
fries?
It's okay. I see you, King.
Sharing is
No.
caring.
Wait, hold on,
except in
wait.
King's case, he doesn't, he doesn't want to share his
Oh,
fries.
oh wow, huh? Funny that you can't see,
Oh wow, shady.
This is cool.
Now you're dead center. We're gonna watch you eat.
Yeah, he goes.
You can hear him crunching.
Yeah.
Who was that president that did that? Like his nation was going Venezuela. Yeah, Maduro, I think, right? Yes. He the country going through like economic crisis, right? And he's literally they're all starving and he is giving a speech and he takes the cameras off and he's just eating.
Oh no.
Turkey leg, eating. Oh,
Awesome.
such bad optics.
Oh no.
That's my leader.
Let me tell you. The citizens always say like
I'm
they're
so
on the
glad
Maduro
the
diet.
camera wasn't on me.
It's bad.
I
we
may
can
or
see.
may not have just hit the wrong button and dove off the side.
Eats fry.
Nah, I'm just gonna sit in my corner and not
Eat
eat
my
fries.
fries. Eat your fries. That's so funny.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh,
oh
it's
no.
tilting.
Oh no.
Oh, gosh.
Oh no.
I'm dead.
Oh no.
I'm
Oh
down.
god. Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
To be
guys,
fair, the
it's not
fries
for
are the
me, no.
better of the two. I got a Bacon King sandwich right now, so like, I'm just saying.
Okay,
could
King.
be-
Do you-
we get it.
do you eat
You're
at
the
Burger
king
King
of
a
all
lot?
things. Calm down.
Do you eat Burger King a lot just because of the name?
BK Lounge.
It's a
Oh,
king's
No,
place.
but
Oh,
I've said many times that I would love to have a sponsorship through Burger King.
Oh please,
Yeah.
the BK
Bye,
Lounge.
Jason.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone
It's so
down.
cute.
Random again.
Yeah.
Random black guy.
Hey,
Oh.
at least
Game.
it's not Jason.
Right.
GG's random. Good job.
GG's random.
I just
That was
figured out
tough.
well, recently that means good game. I did not know that.
Okay.
Okay, I
Okay.
knew
So
that.
don't even feel bad because, like, I didn't even know that until like a year ago myself. I asked another streamer. I was like, "What does GG's mean?"
I did not know. I'm not a
Random
gamer,
watching.
so you know.
Well, I mean,
Don't
now you
judge
can
me.
go to your gymnastics stuff and be like, GG's!
Right.
Jeez.
Well, it'd be like
See?
GC.
Good
Good
gymnastics.
competition. Good competition.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
good gymnastics sounds funny. Yeah, GG's. That's funny. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I like that.
What about
Oh, Meana.
GCW?
GCW? What does that mean?
Good cartwheel? No. Doesn't work?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Work.
All right, well, GJJ.
What?
What is that supposed to mean?
Wow.
Good job, Jason.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Good grapes, Nick Meredith.
Uh,
Good grapes.
Good grapes.
Listen, it's like Badger asking me to make an acronym for something. Like I can just pull this stuff out of nowhere. It's how my mind
Right. On the spot.
A treasure
Yeah.
trove of just tidbits.
works. Yeah, and a lot of them make no sense at all.
So minutia.
Because I'm tight.
Raise the
Raise the
shades
shades
back at
back at it again.
Again.
Minutia.
No, never.
Remember, we all love each other. That's why it's okay.
Does no one know what
I'm
minutia
gonna get-
means?
I'm gonna get so flamed.
Y'all
Oh,
are too old not to know
no.
what minutia means.
I have no idea what that means. I'm sorry. Hey,
I
hey,
don't-
keep your hands
whoa,
to
whoa,
yourself.
whoa, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa,
don't
whoa,
understand.
No! King!
If it makes you feel any better, it did it to Kendrick first.
I cannot. Okay, next round. All right, it's on, dude.
What?
It's on.
They
cannot
just fell
believe
off.
you.
I don't know what happened. It's
You
crazy.
lie. You lie.
Hey.
Now you in here lying on some fries? Come on. Listen.
You lying
Yeah,
on
it's-
some fries?
It's wild. What happened? I don't know. It's crazy.
It's all right. I got you.
Grand danger. Double O Badger still making move. Oh! Still alive. Can he get off of it? There it is.
Oh. Hang on, Badger.
Kingbullet is just hanging out in the corner.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Over.
eventually one of the gamers is gonna win. Oh, dang it! Kingbullet won. Crap.
Yeah, see, I won.
Yay. Yay for King.
He's pissed on a throne of
We're
fries.
not gonna talk about how I won.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm just, these
Hey,
fries
Trance.
are good, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, the definition of minutia. Okay, it is the small, precise, or trivial details of something. There you go.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
Use it in your everyday lexicon.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Kendrick? I totally.
Use it in your everyday lexicon.
What was
Treasure-
the word that we said we were gonna start using for was it caduceus or kid? What did you say last night, Badger?
Bodacious?
Kid. What was his name?
Wait,
You
what?
forgot?
Oh, Kid Icarus.
Kid Icarus.
Kid
thank you.
Icarus. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
gonna
Took me
be
a
our
second.
new. It's two separate.
It took me a
it's
second,
a
yeah.
person.
Yeah,
It's
Kid
Kid
Icarus.
Icarus.
Kid
but
Icarus. Right. It's
the
not
way
Kid
Badger
Icarus.
said it, it sounded like it was Kid Icarus. So
I
we're
put
just
the
gonna
emphasis on. I
Someone should
put
get
the
the username.
emphasis on the wrong syllable. I'm so sorry.
There it is.
How much you get the
I-
username?
That's what it was.
Yeah, don't fly too close to some people. Don't do it.
Laugh attack. Time to
So-
make you laugh. Are you ready? We're ready. Come on. Make us laugh in a clean way, please.
Dude just said lexicon. Yeah, listen. See, this is why
Is that-
Alex and I get along so
it's
well.
out of frame.
We
Is that you
randomly
on a-
pull out
Oh yeah, it's me on a
random
fan.
Crazy words. Yeah,
Love it.
Yeah, we love branding. Please.
that's the wrong one, Jason.
Someone's like, cut it.
Hey, look, you
Right
want to
when
see
he's
the fan?
showing the
Fall
fan.
Guys.
It looks too red.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you-
they messed up the coloring. I don't look that red in real life or on the actual image I created, but whatever. It's fine.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's
God.
backwards. Oh, I'm not reflecting. Because we love gymnastics.
Radical
Nintendo
Rick,
show?
hold on. Let me read this,
Go
please.
show one more time.
Please.
There it is.
Yeah. I'm not that red. I don't know what. I look
Oh my
Middle
God.
Eastern or Indian. I'm not.
I mean,
actually,
Habibi,
Korean
Habibi,
is
my
different.
love. You look fantastic on that fan.
please, thank you. And my co-host.
Mina's allowed to say that because she's from that part. Of
I
the world.
am. I'm sorry. And that was not me trying to be insensitive or anything. I am Middle Eastern, so I can say Habibi. Okay, it means my love.
Yes.
Chill out.
But yeah, we love gymnastics. Gymnastics podcast with Addicts and Michaela.
Very
Also,
cool.
these symbols are the symbols that judges use for the shorthand when they're like judging routines, so they remember what they saw. Yeah, cute.
Gotcha.
And it's
Okay.
Very nice.
Can I read what Radical Rec put? Because it's
Absolutely.
hilarious. It'll make everybody laugh. All right. I bought a new stick of deodorant today. The instructions said to remove the wrapper and push the bottom. Well, I can barely walk, but when I fart, the room smells lovely.
Um,
yeah,
there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I know the vibe.
So are we talking lavender? Are we talking sage? What's the smell?
Right, right.
It's definitely
Wow.
Old Spice.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
But Old
I like
Spice has
iconic.
different
Extreme.
scents.
Yeah, I like
so-
iconic. That's the one I like.
The
from Old
original.
Nice.
The original Old Spice.
Oh, your granddaddy's Old Spice. Oh,
Spice.
yeah,
Ooh,
no.
classic. Ooh,
There you go.
yes.
You know, just- Oh.
I guess we're gonna add a
So-
horn section to this stream soon, everyone. So
The brass section.
On
Brass
a
section.
more real note here, Emery, thank you for the $10 donation.
let's go.
Let's go.
Yes. And keep on donating.
That's right.
Also, on
yes, go
another note, I'm sorry. I read your joke, but I just saw your most recent comment. Love the awareness. I suffered for years, but freed now. Can I just say I am so happy for you. Congratulations. I know that getting out of that dark place can be hard. A lot of us suffer with it. But I'm so glad you're in a better place mentally, spiritually. And we're so happy you decided to stick around. Really, really are.
Absolutely.
Because there's good things on this world and you will get to be a part of it. So,
Right.
And the aliens are coming, so you gotta stick to that.
oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, King, you want to ask the third question that we have in our chat to the executive director for Center for Suicide Awareness, Barb?
Found
Okay,
her.
I gotta call you out on your order though. All right, so this is how Jason's mind works.
Oh, just
You have
read it.
questions
Just
set
read
up.
it.
A24B7C.
I love
Well,
that.
How about this? Wait a minute. There's a rhyme and a reason to this. Meana organized them by number, so I wanted to I amplify the ones that I kept exclusively, but wanted to interject in a specific order while identifying the ones that I contributed. So what better way to integrate that than using the A's, the alphabet, and also the numerical system in the same list, so you can identify which ones are which. Thank you, King.
And the
Go
Dewey
ahead.
Listen.
Decimal System.
Big brains, okay? We've got big
Wanna
brains
throw in
over
some
here.
Roman numerals while you're
Yeah,
at it?
oh,
Like-
yeah.
Hey,
Absolutely.
if it works, I mean, why not?
I
Read the
legitimately
question.
think Jason may be a computer.
Yes.
He
Yes.
is
He is
the
the tech
actual
guy.
chat GPT. He
That's why he has
is the
perfect
guy.
pitch. He has perfect pitch.
Nick, thank you for leaving that one comment. I appreciate you. And Radical, thank you for being honest and sharing what you have so far. So yes, number 4, King, the one that has 4 next to it. What question do we have for Barb from Center for Suicide Awareness?
So, what resources and services does Center for Suicide Awareness provide to individuals and communities, and how can people access these resources?
Oh.
That's my dog.
He said it's
He's
time
waiting
for
for
cheese.
the cheese tax.
Mom, I want cheese.
What you asked me about is the resources.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think one of the things is really important. If you are talking to somebody and they don't believe you and they're just sort of like, hey, it's not that bad, suck it up, go to the next person. We've heard that way too many times, that they're like, hey, we went to a resource and they didn't believe me. You go to the next person and the next person. This isn't something that you just say, hey, it's okay, suck it up. Some of the resources that we have, obviously we have the Hotline, which is 24/7. It's an emotional support line. It is way before we want you to be thinking about suicide. It is, you know what, someone bullied me today. Someone slandered me on social media. I'm scared. Is the world just all bad? I lost my job. Somebody broke up with me. Someone stole my car. Anything that is stressing you, we want to hear about. That's what we want to hear about, because stress over time builds up. And if you continue to just, as people go, just suck it up, you're eventually going to blow. We only have so much capacity as human beings, and we need to push that valve and say, I need to vent. That's what the Hotline is for. It is absolutely, totally, 100% free. We don't ask the questions of like, what county are you in? What's your income? We don't care.
Right.
It's not that we don't care about that, but that's not what you're calling for. We want to hear what's really stressing you out.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I ask you now? Do you have an age restriction, or is it open to anyone of all ages? Anybody that's suffering, be it preteen, early teen, late teen, young adult?
Our youngest texter was 6. The person was worried about older brother. Our oldest texter was 82, worried about a grandson that was cutting and didn't understand what cutting was. And that's the kind of things we want, is education, support. Let me help you get with whatever it is, because I think somebody put in the chat how it's like that darkness is just a little bit. Get the light and bring that light in. And we always try to say we breathe hope into every single conversation that we have. We don't charge. We don't judge. We don't shame. We don't sit there and say, well, that doesn't seem so bad. We sit there with your pain, and we hope that we can bring that light into that darkness.
Barb, what is the hotline number that you have for texting?
So you text the word Hopeline, HOPELINE, to 741-741. Someone says, I know I had contemplated about suicide once or twice, but instead of self-harming, I tend to not function as a person, not eating and sleeping. Thank you for sharing that, Matthew, because you know what? That's pretty much a very common thing, where people will say, you know what? I've thought about suicide. I've thought about self-harming, and I think it's really important to talk about self-harm, because people a lot of times say self-harm is suicide. Sometimes we are so numb from our pain that we just want to know that we're alive and we still can feel. And a lot of times what you were just saying, Matthew, about not functioning as a person, we see people eat too much or eat too little, or sleep too much or sleep, too little. Those extremes is what we talk about for some of those warning signs. But that's the time that we really say, reach out to somebody. And if they don't believe you, I just saw that somebody was saying, I wish people in society would take mental health more seriously. Absolutely. 150%. And definitely about shunning men's mental health. We have such screwed up society things of, my God, mention, cry. Whoever brought that dumb thing in? Or you're not.
I
real
cry all the time. All the time.
What?
Commercials, everything. I was crying earlier.
I mean, I cry every time there's one of those military things that are coming home and having surprises.
Oh, I can't. I boohoo cry. Cry.
Listen, I cry at ASPCA commercials. So
oh my gosh.
Same. Yeah.
When Sarah McLachlan starts playing, that's it. I'm done. I start boohooing like a baby.
And why does it have to be that we are like, oh no, you should toughen up?
I hate that.
I hate those words.
I'm like, get out of my face with that.
Yeah. And I think, right now, middle-aged men is our fastest rising suicide rate. And you think about that. Okay, they are fathers. You know, they're sons. They're people. And I don't know why we all of a sudden decided that we have to be like, men have to be tough. Because what are you saying? That if you just suck up your feelings, that's tough? What a mixed message. And then we're saying, but you're not supposed to, but men are supposed to be sensitive. So what do you want us, you know, what do we want our men to be? Tough and suck it up and not handle things? Or, you know, why don't you just be human? We have
And that leads to lack of communication. They don't know how to communicate.
Absolutely.
And it's just like, I'm like, just talk about it. Use your words. It'll come. It's just like, just keep on babbling. Eventually, like, the feelings will come out. You can't be scared of it.
Yeah.
I just don't understand. Like, just communicate.
I love how somebody said, grown, the man up is such a toxic masculinity. Absolutely. Like, what does that actually mean? I would love whoever came up with that to be like, so what does that actually mean? Like, suck up all your problems and then that means that you're a man? And I loved what you just said about communication. The more you like purge that out, the more that you actually can be authentic and be who you are. And I think that's where we're missing the mark on a lot of these people. And these, like you said, some of this toxicity of you're less than if you cry, you're less than if you share your problems. We hear that all the time. And it's like, really? So like, should we get down to like, am I less than because I have brown eyes? Like, come on. That's how stupid
Period. Yeah, that's it just blows my mind sometimes when people can't like just talk about things. I understand why, because you know they're told to like man up. It's like, and they call someone a girl. You throw like a girl. Girls are incredible. Are you kidding me? Like, women can communicate so much better than men can, and I don't understand. Like, come on, just talk about it.
So much where we get tuned out. It's like, gosh, she's gone again.
Thank you.
No.
That you just shared how your father said, I'll give you something to cry about, so you immediately stop crying. So what a mixed message is that? So that if you're and I hope you break that cycle. And I always talk about that. It's like, I always say, stop being sorry, be better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, what did you just say? Like, I'll give you something to cry about. You're basically threatening somebody for just being human. And Nick, I'm sorry that happened to you, because that's wrong messaging.
Yeah.
So I hope
one of the things that we're talking about though is like this place that each person is coming from. So we're reinforcing the idea that having a balance of reinforcing that men and anybody can show their emotions effectively. At the same time, we've been also talking about approaching individuals that may be in various places. So one of the questions that we were going to ask in the future, but I do feel like it's relevant to this particular conversation because we've been talking in very binary ways, but I feel like this is a much broader conversation, is what happens when you do approach somebody who is emotionally guarded, but they are struggling? Do you approach that any differently? Because if I have to accept that they may not be ready to open up because they've been reinforced with some of the things that exist in our culture, some of the toxic masculinity, or any other factor that may exist, whether it is based upon male or female or anything binary. But when we get to these people, when we get to individuals and we have those conversations, when you're asking us to be direct with folks, what do we do when we get the pushback of like, I don't know how to express this. There's an emotional wall that I have. What do you do in that case?
Yeah. Validate it. You know, when people say to me, hey, I'm guarded, you know, tell me more. Share with me more. Where did that guarded coming from? You know, come out of that authentic conversation of, I'm sorry that you feel guarded. What's happened? What's happened that's made you so guarded? You know, dig a little deeper. And I think a lot of times people are afraid to dig a little deeper, but when you get, I think somebody posted about layering those things and peeling things back. That's where you really get to the root of people's problems, you know. And you said we reinforce things like, you know, just be guarded, just keep on going. Someone talked about being happy all the time. My gosh, you wouldn't be human. And we have this weird expectation that we should be happy all the time or perfect all the time. And when somebody's guarded, there's a reason why you're guarded. Either trust has been broken, there's betrayal. They've had those mixed messages of like somebody was sharing, you know, hey, I'll give you something to cry about. Those are real protective factors that sort of sink into your body. You got to remember your muscles remember those things. Your mind remembers those things. And so when somebody says to me, like, I just don't want to talk about it, or the infamous, I'm fine, I'm good, you know, well, how do you get past some of those things? That's when you get down and really say, you know, this isn't about judgment. I care about you. Like, what's going on that you seem to be so guarded? Somebody hurt you, you know, instead of like coming at it with this, hey, are you broken attitude? Say, hey, where have you come from? And from now on, I'm going to be with you on this journey. That can be healing just in itself, that you're not alone. And it is hard to get your guard down. Let's face it, the more you get hurt, the more you go, zip up my walls, no one's going to get to me. And that's why sometimes we walk around with such jaded biases too, right?
Because people can suck. People can suck. There's a lot of crap people out there.
Yeah. Let's face it, there are just bad people that you go, you suck. But that's where you have to find your people. Find those people that are going to lift you up. Find the people that you don't have to just fit in, you belong in. And I love that somebody says, I really couldn't cry until I'm 40s, and it's still how. Yeah. You know what? If you have to put a piece of paper in front of you and say, I give myself permission to cry, to feel, to be emotional, and then sign that dang thing. Because that's what we need in this world. We need the permission to say we can just be, and that's okay. And whatever emotion that is, that's okay. And somewhere down the line, we have just way too mixed messages that we're supposed to be a certain way. So when somebody's really guarded, really get into the curiosity of what got you to this point. Because you didn't just come out of, you know, hey, I'm going to be a guarded, cold person. Something's happened to that person along their journey.
Like, literally, who hurt you?
Yeah. Who hurt you? Who hurt you that you feel that this is how you have to show up in life?
And some of those conversations are hard. They're really hard conversations. Like, and it can be uncomfortable, but I don't know. It's always better to just like say you're listening. You're not here to give advice. You just want to like listen.
Yeah.
People think you're gonna ask for their advice or ask for like what they should do, but it's not always just that. Some people just need to like be heard.
Yeah, to be validated.
Yeah.
Not judged. Not, you know, I always call it the game. Like, my pain's worse than your pain. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. Yes. The one-upping. The one-upping.
Well, it doesn't do anything for somebody. That doesn't feel like you're really being heard. And there's a difference between being heard and listened, right?
Yeah.
You know, people are like, You're not there with that person. You're not listening to their soul. And I think that's what we really have to get into.
Me too. I cry every day. I'm a crier.
I love that. I said I cry every day. And you know, like, haven't you ever noticed when someone starts crying, what happens in society? They pass you against Kleenex. Why? Because they're uncomfortable with you crying. Well, you know what? They're showing their emotions. Cool. Let's have a conversation. Why are you crying? What can I do to help you? Instead, we're like, make it go away. Here's the Kleenex box.
Try to erase it.
Yeah. We're very uncomfortable with grief and pain. I said we've become like a drive-through grief type of thing, where you can't just sit and say, you know what, I'm just feeling bad.
That's a good one.
Let's just sit with that.
That's a drive-through morgue, essentially. Yeah, I get. Yeah, that's a good one. Put that on a shirt.
Sometimes
Put that on a shirt.
No, seriously. It's hard out
Everybody,
here.
thank you so very much for all of your comments in chat. I know the King wants to comment on a couple things. We've been highlighting comments along the way, by the way, if you have not been peeping them up on the screen, but feel free, King.
So I want to shout out Trance here. Not only is he giving a lot of really, really good things in chat, but he also just drops $100.
Hey, let's go!
Yay.
Thank you.
That That brings us up to $235
We
raised
just
so
need
far.
$15 more to get that 250 match, y'all. Just $15 more. Who wants to drop that 15?
Go.
Who wants to drop that 15? Let's go.
That's
Shout out to Trance Romance.
The
Power washer
Blackberry
himself. The power washer Blackberry himself.
Yep.
And Trance, I really appreciate what you said about we have to move away from trying to treat the gender and not the issues. If we closed our eyes and we didn't see the gender, right? Would we talk differently? Would we act differently? And I sit there and I say, should we? No. Again, we're human. And we have to start focusing on we all have one commonality. We're human. Instead of start segregating us like you should be, this is a gender issue. This is a race issue. This is a culture issue. No, we're humans. We have that commonality and build from it.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. It would be amazing. Absolutely. I love what you said.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And would you say this to somebody? We have a t-shirt and say, would you say those words if you knew I was suicidal? Because yeah.
Ooh.
I appreciate that so much because like you said, that's a really uncomfortable thing. And man, like that definitely makes people stop and consider how you're talking to somebody. Wow. Yeah, that's bold. Because I mean, yeah, it's like taking a really taboo thing that really shouldn't be. It's even like we've been talking about. I had an uncle that passed away in under strange circumstances, and they ruled it as an accident because no one really knows. When I was a kid, I didn't understand why. I was like, what was the big deal with that? And now I kind of understand it more. But it's that definitely a statement like that makes you think like, I have a saying in my channel, it's keep it weird, keep it kind. And that would definitely stop me from, if I was like upset, something like that would stop me from being not kind. So I'm going to have to get that shirt. I'm going to have to get that shirt. Well, I wouldn't.
And we have a lot of, like someone was saying, controversial shirt. I'm intrigued. I think sometimes we have to realize that you can feel people's words. Words can either heal or they can really hurt. And in today's world where we have so many different ways of social media and technology, you don't know. You don't know what that person has walked through. And you don't know if those last mean words were the ones that said, I can't take anything. We always say that suicide can be like you're putting a drop inside a glass, and every one of those hurts, those pains, those bruises fill up that glass. And you don't want to be that last drop that spills that glass over. So don't be that person. I treat everyone like family because you don't know what they are going through. Yeah, absolutely.
So I just to add to your point, if you don't want to also be the last drop, but you also want to be the one to help them evaporate some of those things, if you will, or pour that out to somewhere else. So instead of only, there's one thing to be like, I don't want to be the last thing, but you can also be helpful in your actions. And that's the reason why big reason why we're talking today. It's not only just preventative of us being, butt faces, but it's like, taking that extra step that if someone's showing you the glass that is half full or half empty or 3/4 full or up to the edge, we have an opportunity here to get them in touch with the folks that if we can't be the ones to help them reduce the water level in that glass, we can at least get them in touch with folks that can. We can at least get them to the hotline. We can at least do that. And at the very least, we can begin to listen, and hopefully it keeps that water level at bay. But we are here to encourage participation and support of organizations such as Center for Suicide Awareness, so that we can move this conversation forward and keep that water level low.
Absolutely. Someone's talking about the Facebook. Yeah. I mean, a lot of times people that are suicidal, they feel alone and they feel like they're a burden and they feel like no one's going to miss me. Who cares? You know what? People do care. And I think someone was saying, even the smallest gesture, you don't know if that smile to that person means everything because they feel like they're invisible and no one sees them. And I think, and then Trance, yeah, he said that it's okay for men to be vulnerable and show emotion. I was talking to somebody one day and I said, a guy that can cry, show emotion, and volume, like that's the definition of sexy. And I said, and the guy goes, dang, like that's what it takes to be sexy?
Let me tell you, I am irresistible.
Work, honey, work.
Please.
That's awesome.
Everybody, we are here with Center for Suicide Awareness. The link is going out in chat. The QR code is up on the screen. It is quite prominent right there. But we are here chatting and getting insight from the one and only Barb. I still am not comfortable saying her last name correctly, so I'm going to call you Barb. Barb is here as the Executive Director for Center for Suicide Awareness, and we are so glad that you have been hanging out with us today. We're going to hop into a little bit more games, games. So let us get Barb. You still want to hang out for a little bit? You're still good?
I can hang out for a little bit more. Play a couple more games and then ask. Maybe someone has one more question as we've gone.
There you go.
Perfect.
Okay. By the way, yeah, go ahead, King.
Before we get into it, Anonymous coming and hitting the table again, saying, "Thank you, Barb, for your stories and insight. I've struggled in the past with suicidal thoughts. I've learned that talking about it really does help. Hashtag end the stigma." And they donated $20.
Let's
Which
go.
brought us
We
over
did
to
it.
250.
We got the.
Let's go.
We did it.
Thank
There's your
you.
popper. Screams.
We are now sitting at $255 raised.
Yay. We should have like one of those like big thermometers or
Yay.
something.
Which is now $510 with the match.
Confetti cannons. Confetti cannons.
Confetti. Boom.
We
Explosions.
can't use glitter because it's going.
I don't have confetti. The best I got is this because
Yay!
Why are you in jail?
Because I jailed
Yesterday, everybody was throwing me in jail.
Let's go.
We did.
Right.
And
And
Crunch.
France,
so-
you had another good comment. You really did about how men feel like they're burned because what do you do for them, right? That's why it's so important that we never have our job be our identity, because somebody comes up and says, well, what do you do? It's like, well, I don't know. How about we just are there? Very good point. Because we do depend on what can you do for somebody?
So,
Oh my
Clove.
God, Matthew.
Clove had a question for you, Barb.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would like to know, for someone who struggle with anxiety, depression, and everything, and has been in that dark place, juggling with suicide thoughts and everything, and what would be your advice, to not go back in that dark place, and how to kind of tips or to get out of that situation?
Yep. And you know what? Thank you for sharing that, because you know what? That takes courage to share your struggles. And I can guarantee you someone else out there was going, gosh, I hope somebody asks that. Because they again, it's that stigma and that stupid shame. And I think it's really easy sometimes I always say it's a slippery slope when you've had that dark hole to sort of slide back in. That's where I really encourage people to journal. Okay, I got through it once. How did I get through that? Okay, maybe I chatted with a friend. Or you know what? I got up and took a shower. Man, throw confetti. You did one thing and you've accomplished it. Mm-hmm. And I think that is something that we don't talk enough about. When people say, oh, I've stayed in my pajamas all day. Oh, you're lazy. Oh, what's your worth, right? Well, you know what? Maybe getting out of bed was the biggest accomplishment they could do. Put down small goals for you. We always have these long lists of things to do, right? For somebody that's working through anxiety and depression and working with I don't want to slip down that dark hole again. Write a short list for yourself. Write a short list. Today, I'm going to get out of bed, get dressed, take a shower, brush my teeth. Any of those. If you put a check mark by them, you say, I've accomplished something and I'm worthy and I'm good enough. Boom. I've accomplished something. I'm done. Because each one of those accomplishments, you're going to be able to build off of. And I think, writing those things down, how did I get out of it last time? How did I do this last time? You can go through it and realize I do have the ability to get through it. And it's okay to say that you're going through a really tough time, but you know what? Find the people up that are going to surround you that you can say, you know what? Today's a really crappy day. I'm in my pajamas. This is who I am. That's what you do. And I think, like somebody said, surround yourself with the people that want to see you win. And you know what? Be those kind of people that lift other people up. I think we have that. So many times people are like, oh, they got a promotion. And we say it like passive aggressively. Oh, good for them. Wow. Cool. You got a promotion. Awesome. Lifting people up is really a great quality. And so when you're struggling through those dark times, even if you're the only one lifting yourself up and say, you know what? Dang, I got a shower in today. Woo. Tap yourself on the back, throw your confetti. I did something. Write those short things down. And I think also too, yes, about allowing, get off social media. Unplug. We hear so much negativity, right? Unplug from technology. Even if it's you just digging into some of the great social media that's out there that is all about positivity and so forth, stay off those negative. Let's put it this way. When somebody asks you something, it's easier to go on the negative train than the positive train. Stay on the positive train. And if that's going to help you stay out of that slippery slope, then do it. And you know what? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you that you're acknowledging that you've struggled. And you know what? That takes courage and strength. And so guess what? You can continue to do it. I always say hour by hour, hours make days, days make weeks, weeks make months. You got this. You got this.
Yay, Clove. Yay.
Yeah, thanks for those good advice.
So the social media thing, it's actually funny that you mentioned it. Anybody who knows me knows I hate social media. I had a ex who pretty much just stalked me on social media and made it so that I get anxiety anytime I use social media for more than 5 minutes. And so what I decided to do, because obviously like I was on streamer Twitter and there was this drama and that drama and this and that. If you look at my timeline now, it's literally a whole bunch of cute animals just all the way down. And if you like, even on my Instagram, it's cats.
Kitties.
And I literally just find the cutest things and just, hey, check this out. And I share it. I'm like, hey, look, this is so cool. It's cute. Get away from that. Because I know how that is. Go for the cute, not for the bad. Cute and ugly, two very different sides of the table. If you go for the cute person, cute animal, same deal. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Absolutely. I love that advice. Find those positivities. And you know what? What brings you joy? Do it. And don't compare yourself. Don't compare yourself to like, oh, that person always does yoga for their coping mechanism. I hate yoga. That wouldn't be my coping skill. But oh my gosh, they're adorable. Like that one's super cute. Yeah. Find
What
those
is that? What is that?
What is that?
Is that a tiny little monkey?
It was.
He almost look like a
Dude.
chick.
I want one.
See, everyone has their thing because that's like nightmare fuel to me. I'd be so afraid of that monkey. I would be like, if it was in my house, I'd be like, where is it?
Jason, if you go on my story on Instagram, I have a couple cute cats too. And
God.
Emery, that's
Why is
100%
she poking it like that? Leave it alone. I would bite her too. I'm like,
Stop touching me.
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
I love how you put that. Like, don't be afraid to block people. You know what?
Yeah.
You don't need toxicity And their problems don't have to be your problems. Their drama doesn't have to be in your backpack. And if they don't bring peace, and if they don't serve you in what you need, you don't need them.
Yeah, I hate the thing that you always see where people like will be, oh, well, you blocked this person? Pfft, whatever. Like, oh, you were just being too weak. Oh, you're just feeding into. It's like, no, I blocked them because I don't like them and I don't feel like dealing with them. Like, it's just that simple. Why would I continue dealing with that if it's stressing me out? Just get out of here, you know?
Yeah. And you know what's funny about that, Kingbullet? Why do we have to justify our action?
Exactly.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Like, seriously. Like, oh, I have to explain to you why I don't want this toxic person in my life. Okay. Where would you like
I'm
me
not
to
a
start?
train. I don't have to announce my me departing.
All aboard, get on or get off.
Yeah, every time I get off a train, I tell everyone else, I am leaving.
I am embarking.
Yeah.
I'm embarking.
This is my stop. And yeah, they all look at me and like, who let you on this train? You know?
Quote from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. No one cares. See, no one cares. No one cares.
Yeah, see, no one cares.
No one cares.
Oh, that was a
Everybody,
very sweet comment about I can see why you're in the field. You're actually empathetic. Thank
well,
you.
speaking of which, we want to thank Barb for being here tonight. We did not replay the game, but we kept you an extra 15 or 20 minutes or so. So can we give a round of applause for Barb, please?
Okay.
Barb,
You are
thank you
doing
so
the Lord's
much.
work.
Thank you so
And-
much.
Seriously.
Would anybody like to read Mama Joe's comment that Mama Joe said about Barb? Because I think it's important.
Barb, I can see why you are
Go ahead.
you are in this field of work. You are naturally empathetic and your delivery is very positive. I felt great before I joined the show. Now I feel like Wonder Woman. God bless you and thank you for what you do.
You are
Go.
Wonder Woman, Mom. You are my Wonder Woman, Mom.
Oh,
Thank you
There
so
it
much.
is.
You know,
Yeah.
you guys, people always ask me that, like, why do you do this? And I sit there and I go, you meet incredible people in the gaming world. Like, you do, because you're a family. You have that sense of belonging. You don't have that sense of judgment. And like, that is the biggest protective factor against suicide, is like, you feel like, hey, I could just hang with you guys and you know what? We can be who we want to be. No judgment. And I think that's really important. And if you don't know, I am extremely grateful for when you do these streamings. Just so you know, every donation goes back into the work that we do, either putting more people on the Hotline, getting materials out there, or providing trainings. We never charge for any of our trainings. And that's what these streamings do. These don't go to high-paid, salaries or anything like that. This goes right back into the actual work and the mission of our cause. So,
You mean
Very-
you're not talking to us from your yacht right now, Barb?
you hear that distant horn? Now
No, of course, and we appreciate the transparency and just just to talk with you and just to, I think it gives people hope that I think it would give someone that's maybe watching out there right now, not only did this one small act of this one thought of yours that says I want to help these people mourn the way that I'm seeing other families, and that just starts as such a small pebble and then snowball, and here we are, doing what we do, doing Raids of Love for it. And this is my second go around with this organization I mentioned earlier, so I'm just thrilled, man. It's just so awesome, and that goes to show anybody out there, man, even just thinking positively or thinking different or thinking kindly, man, it can change your future. It can there's no telling what you can do. So thank you so much, Barb, for being here.
think about the reward when someone comes back to you and says, hey, you know what? Remember when you handed me that card about the Hotline or gave me that number about the
Oh,
Hotline?
man.
Just to let you know, it saved my life, right? Okay, I don't care who has yachts or whatever. That is the biggest reward you could possibly have, that you've made an impact on somebody's life.
Yeah, I want to follow
Jason,
too.
Go to the
Jason,
corner.
keep it
Trans,
serious.
I'm laughing at
Go to the
Trans's
corner.
comments.
Mhm.
She on a
It's a green
boat.
She's on a boat.
No, it's a. He said my donation
Might
just paid
just
for
pay
her
for
Grey
Grey
Poupon.
It's actually brick cheese. It's not Grey Poupon.
Yeah, she ditched the
Oh.
Grey Poupon. It's brick cheese. There you go.
Wow.
Brick
She
cheese
said,
with
"Keep your
Grey
Poupon."
Poupon on
Oh,
top.
that's amazing.
So,
All right, you guys,
in-
you guys get back to playing your games. Thank you so much for inviting me and talking. And you always know you can always.
That is a reference.
Wow, do I
Sorry.
look that stuffy?
This-
Nice.
No.
Barbara had to do it. Barbara had to. Thank you so
Had
very
to do
much.
it.
Have a beautiful night, Barbie. You've been fantastic.
Thank
and
you,
we can't wait to see you
Barb.
until the next time.
Thank you so much, Barb.
Thank you
thank you,
again.
Barb.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Oh, she's amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
She is an angel, an absolute angel.
So,
Monument should be
if I
erected in her
remember
honor.
correctly, when Raids of Love was still just in its infancy, and Jason and I were talking about how we could take it to the next level and everything, it was at PAX West, and I'm pretty sure her and at the time Aaron was there, and like we could have went with any other charity, but like Center for Suicide Awareness aligns so much with what we like, what Jason and I originally imagined Raids of Love should stand for. Because if you guys notice, in any of the events that we do, it doesn't matter if it's Able Gamers, Center for Suicide Awareness, whatever it is, we always try to bring it back to mental health and like having a positive mental health outlook wherever you can. And it's really nice because one of the things that I appreciate the most is she is the founder. You know, she is the one who started the whole thing essentially. And go to any other charity out there, you know, usually you don't have someone so high up in the food chain coming in and actually wanting to sit down and talk to people like this, you know. And it speaks a lot to it speaks a lot to like her ideals and how you or how they ultimately feel as a company, you know. It because it's so easy to just be like, oh yeah, I'm starting this nice thing, and then that's it. You just kind of forget about it. But it's something completely different to continue being invested in it as much as possible. So it's really nice to see.
For sure.
Yes, that is Addicts. Marcus.
Yes, Marcus, that is Addicts. He
Hi.
says hello.
This is
Yeah.
supposed to be
Oh,
the
you
green
can
screen. My LEDs aren't on. I'm not doing that today, but yeah. It looks like gray, but it turns green with an LED.
Also, surprised we started.
Surprise.
Surprise!
Oh,
Surprise! We have games.
Oh, here we go again with this. This game gives
Oh,
so
did
much
someone-
anxiety.
Someone not change their game? Meana didn't
What?
change your game on Twitch.
Listen, I was in a rush. I was in here doing all kinds
Oh
of
yeah, I
crazy
forgot my
things.
notification.
Listen, I will change it after we're done. After I'm done dating you
Mine
all.
says Natty's postmortem. Oh gosh.
I have never been so determined in my entire life.
I can feel
And
it.
I am at this exact moment.
Can you feel it?
I'm so terrible at
Can
this
you
map
feel it?
specifically. I saw it and I was like, man,
Don't worry, I'm gonna be last.
are you?
Yeah.
I'll show you, Clove.
Oh,
I'll show you.
I'll show you how last really looks.
Yeah, I'll show you how last looks. How do you? Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. All right.
No, 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 no.
Get up there. Get up there.
Oh my god.
No, no, no.
Yes, slay.
I'm so dead. I'm so done.
I'm good. How you guys done?
Oh God.
You guys
Oh,
still,
no!
still back there?
This is like
you doing?
one of my best ones, and I'm totally bombing right now.
I start off real strong.
Ooh. Oh,
Not
Come on, Badger, you
chasing,
got
be-
this.
Oh no.
sorry.
Oh, it's so close. There you go, Badger. Look at that. You got it.
Yeah.
Let's
How do
go.
I get up there? Oh, this way.
There's
I see it.
another one that moves back and forth.
No,
If
don't
you
push.
hit your head on it, then it doesn't work.
Down,
Well,
over.
Also,
Yep.
I
the Raids
missed.
of Love match did go in, so we are at $505 raised.
$505. Let's go.
Yay!
Thanks to you guys.
We keep donating even more.
Thanks,
Don't pay
Miss.
rent. Pay this.
Yes, you stop
Don't pay
it.
rent. Save a life.
Yeah, exactly. You can write it off as the tax write-off. Yeah.
I mean, technically you can, but I think you can actually get that form from Tiltify if you wanted to. So
Yes,
Yeah.
I believe so.
theoretically, you could.
It's changed now, Miss and King. Okay, it's changed. I fixed
Are you
it.
sure?
Yes.
I'm gonna go change
Refresh.
it back. I'm just
can't-
gonna change it back
You
on you.
can't change. You can't change my stuff.
You think?
Right. He's like, I am an adamant.
Where's a small bird?
Is that a hawk?
It's a penguin.
Oh my god. I can't even talk about penguins anymore.
Oh!
My aunt used to call me, well, my cousins and I, penguins when we were younger. And then my coworkers found out about that, and that's what they called me.
A
And
penguin.
yeah, and I think it's hilarious when Benedict Cumberbatch says penguin.
Oh,
Penguin?
penguin.
Yeah,
Penguin?
he says it
Dude.
so weird.
He says it like 3 different ways in that little deal.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
yeah, it's
an
like
articulated actor, and he can't even
Penguin.
say penguin.
Penguin.
he's like the first time he says it, it's like penguin.
Yeah. Penguin.
Penguin. Penguin.
Oh,
And-
yeah,
yeah.
he ends up just saying penguin. Oh no.
He switches it up like
gosh.
every time. It is super funny.
Oh, come
Oh,
back.
Jason, you messed me up.
Oh no. Ah. Woo.
I'll take it.
Ow, ow.
Can you imagine this game in VR?
Oh,
No,
Oh,
no, I would
no.
puke everywhere. I would,
I
puke
would,
everywhere.
yes.
So, problem?
Come on, dang it!
oh. Who won?
Sorry, Jason.
Not Jason.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah,
Everybody,
but
we're
Jason
fine.
and
We're
I
fine.
thought I was fighting. for
Everything's
first.
fine.
5 remain.
Everything is awesome.
And then there were 3.
Oh wait, Jason, you and I were the only. Wait, I thought you were in first,
This
Jason.
is your
You
top
know,
3.
I wasn't first until I was not.
Hmm.
Like your
Wow,
story.
talk about a fall from grace there. I was. I was
Yes, absolutely.
deceived.
Shame!
Stop.
Actually, that was a
Right.
read.
Why is there so much shade? Why do you put away the
Because,
umbrella?
you know, hey, sometimes you just
Those
need a
words.
little bit of shade to keep cool, you know?
But shade is for lounging, not throwing.
Well, have you ever seen an oak tree?
I mean,
They
it feels
throw
good in the shade.
everywhere.
It feels good.
Sometimes, but that's what they're for lounging.
I mean,
I've been
if you're
playing
in
way
Texas,
too much Mario
the shade
Kart
feels
because
good.
when the countdown got to 2, I was like, oh, I got to
You're holding your button down?
yeah.
That's how you know. Exactly how you know.
You're like, oh, I'm about to burn out.
I'm
About to
about
burn
to
out on Fall Guys.
Who am I watching
awesome.
right now? Who is this?
Uh,
Oh, Grand Danger.
Grand
Grand
Danger.
Danger is running through this like it's nobody's business.
If
I
I,
mean, to be
didn't get
fair.
caught
Wow.
up on like the second level, I probably would have been fine last time.
Wow. Grand Danger. You
Dang.
gotta be kidding me.
Slay the
Grand
house
Danger's about
down
to be
boots.
done.
Slay the
Yeah,
house down
I
boots.
don't know. I don't know how to tell you guys this, but you guys lost.
don't
Well-
rule me out yet. Don't rule. Okay, well now
No,
you can rule me
no,
out.
we were watching him just
Well,
get to the end right there.
Go Ibble.
GG's granddad.
Jeez. That was fantastic.
This is the same person that a month ago was like, I've never even played Fall Guys, and there's over
I know,
here
right?
beast in it.
I feel like that's a lie.
Grand Danger's just good at games in general, though.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
That was
So if
I
anybody
used to
else
have
wants
an
to
air horn. Where
join,
is it?
oh god, before you air horn us, can you throw the code for the room lobby thing on the screen?
Oh, show the lobby code thingy thing.
The
yeah,
thingama
hold
thing,
on.
the
thing.
doohickey thing.
Yes.
Not that
That.
thing.
There it is. At the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, man.
That beard game is strong, Badger.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah, it looks.
Dude.
It looks lovely.
Thank you. I started using an oil that a friend gave me. She runs a local like soap shop here where I live, and she gave me some beard oil, and I've been using it since I got back from PAX. I found it and I was like, oh, I need to start using this. And so yeah, thank you.
Dare shave it off.
I know that's what happens,
It
dude. I
suits
get a
your
weird.
face.
I get weird, and then I'm like, I'm hot, and this will help. And then I'm like, now I'm just hot, and I look weird. No,
Like a
yeah,
naked badger.
I think I am gonna keep it up.
Grow a
I think I'm gonna keep the beard pretty much forever now, because I'm done going to
Forever?
these weddings. Yeah, forever, forever.
Okay,
I
so
grew up here.
Badger, I'm gonna DM you a picture of what you need to grow your beard out to be like. Okay,
Okay.
just
I'm
it'll
jealous. I
suit
wouldn't-
you perfectly.
Are,
just,
are we talking like Viking beard? Is that
Oh,
what
no.
we're
No,
going
no.
for?
It's better. Don't worry. Hold on. Badger's
I would
gonna
love a
laugh.
lime beard, please. The lime beard. Oh my god, but I can't. It won't.
The
It's
line
not.
beard? Oh
Yeah.
No. Oh no.
You got that Kratos thing going on. I'm about to have the Kratos thing going on my head too, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I
There you
got
go,
that whole
Badger. It's in
Kratos.
your
I got
DMs.
that.
Let it
I got
go. Let it go.
You want me to grow a Fu Manchu?
Yeah, man, do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
I just went blonde recently, if you don't know, but obviously we're here, and I had to just cut it all off. I was over it. I was too blonde. I was a blonde
I see-
bombshell. I was done with that.
A blonde bombshell? I never saw it.
was.
Beard
Imagine one of those
straighteners and trimming
bears.
kit.
It was gorgeous.
Beard trimmer,
Please.
beard straightener.
I look
No,
presentable.
Yeah.
we're gonna go.
We need to get
here.
Badger. Yeah. There's other
Yeah,
things
you need
that
to get some bears
we need to get. You know what we should get is get the Badger some more donations, because
Yeah.
just because we hit $505 don't mean it's stopping. So just a good little segue back to that.
Keep
That was a
giving.
nice little segue right there. Yep.
What should the stream be? It's giving. Yes. I try to work it
Sharing
out.
is
now, but-
caring.
Sharing is caring. I
You
love
can
this
share
one
it.
so
And
much.
giving is
I hate this one.
I'm just
despise
just
rhinos.
kidding. I was literally being. You despise them, huh?
I despise
Wow,
rhinos.
that's
They have really bad fart.
some strong verbiage. What did the rhinos do to you?
Farted probably.
They knocked me out of the ring.
Probably.
They yep.
Well, get better
They
than
tend
not being
to.
knocked by a rhino.
That was a Kingbullet worthy segue. That is the best, man. Usually my mods are trolling me, and that was the best compliment I've gotten from Emery all year. Thank you, Emery.
Don't you love mods?
She's like, don't get used to it.
That's what they're for. That's what they're perfect for. I DM'd
Why
her one
is
day. I was
this
like, "Hey, you're
rhino
great at trolling me."
only coming after me?
Because
Oh
you're
no,
red.
trust me, it came after me.
Because you're red.
No,
That's
no,
why.
no.
I'm not red. I'm
Oh,
Because you're
white.
red.
That's a
I'm
vibe.
white.
Let's go.
Oh well.
Badger's known
Meana,
for his
as you
little
said, it
segues.
was only coming after you. It literally just rocketed me off the cliff.
Yeeted him. Oh well. Oh.
I told it to. I said, "You see
Lita,
that
what
guy?
a homie.
He's been winning. Knock him out."
Knock him out immediately.
Well,
Take him
while
out.
you guys run this, I'm gonna run to the
Steam it,
restroom.
shoot.
You could run this by running over and donating now.
Oh.
Is this a
slay.
challenge? Is this a segue
Is
off?
this the
A
best?
segue off.
Not a segue off.
What a competition, Pam.
Uh,
I love that competition.
Oh, there's two of them now. Let's go.
who do we have? Okay.
Two rhino
Better
Let
than
go.
one Right now.
of me.
No.
No, you dang it.
That one's upset at me. He's upset.
Oh,
No,
Badger, no.
he barely hit me. Oh,
Stay there, Jason. Just stay on the rhino backside.
Yeah, Jason is slaying. Slay.
Oh, don't worry,
Okay.
all
You
mods
can't
troll.
catch him.
Too quick. For
All
you.
mods
Too quick for
troll.
you.
That's
Gotta bob
actually
them.
their job.
too quick for you. Someone tell me all mods troll, so I don't feel so bad now. No, all mods do troll their streamers for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
mine do. Mine for sure do.
No, it's a very common thing, Emery.
No, and they'll like sometimes just playing around. They'll like block each other.
Block each other.
Or like, what is it when you?
Time them out. Time
Yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
They do that all the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
It's in the job
It is in
description.
the job description.
Yeah, for sure,
100%.
Lito. Yes, Emery, it is. You guys are mild compared to like other streamers that I've seen.
It's
Like
just two
Ken's
of us?
father.
Oh,
Yep,
no.
it's just two of you guys.
Oh, Ken's is okay. Ken's
Man.
is tough
Ken's
as a
is
mod.
it's,
Okay,
It's dip. Oh, yeah.
he's my mod.
He is your mod, isn't he?
I regret that decision every day of my life.
You could avoid regretting those decisions if you donate to Center for Suicide
Doing
Awareness.
it today.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't be like Meana.
No regrets.
Oh, there goes
No
Man.
Bo.
regrets.
Barb's insight was really cool to have. It was really
Bionic.
cool to get her on, and
Yes.
I really love how this whole thing got started. That story was really cool. It was really awesome.
And I love that acronym, Bionic.
Yes, the acronym.
Oh,
Bionic.
it's incredible. We love an acronym.
Again, Grand Danger takes the gold,
Yeah.
takes the win.
Report
we
player.
know
Report player.
We know who
Get him out of here.
stole
Get him out.
Jason's
I'm playing here.
cheat codes.
Right. I love that.
GG's, friend. Can you do one of those
GG's.
time race ones?
The time grace, yeah.
Blast
blast balls. Random asks for blast balls. I'm sorry. Random wants
Right.
the ball. Never mind.
So
Balls.
so I gotta ask,
Balls.
how's everybody feeling? How many more do we want to run?
Oh, okay.
I'm hungry.
Just two more. Max.
Okay,
Thank you
so
for
Two
transparency.
is the limit.
all right, I would say let's do the time attack, and then we'll go and blast ball for the end.
For the
What did you
finale.
just two do?
Go.
No, just two ball blasts.
Okay.
2 bomb blasts. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we
Two
can
ball bomb blasts
That sounds.
because
We-
they're on the
can
wall from the
do
windows.
two.
Cool.
Well,
We
Yeah.
can work on the 2 balls blasting.
We need to get.
Play
Listen, this is sounding
Wait.
a lot like a Fire
Did
Island.
Elon's-
Like,
Christmas.
Did Elon's rocket take off today?
Yes.
Did it explode?
No,
It did not explode?
I don't think so. I'd have to look, but I'm pretty sure.
I mean, it'd
It
be all
had
over the
successful
news if it
takeoff.
did.
what exploded?
No,
The
because he was
Elon
pretty much
rocket.
telling everybody it was going. It did explode. It did explode. Okay, that's what I thought.
Oh, it did.
Oh, it
Okay.
did?
Yeah, because he told everybody it was going to.
Twitter.
It wasn't like a.
the rocket. Not great track record.
It was meant to explode.
Yep. Like
Oh,
he was like, y'all don't have high expectations. He pretty much told everybody this is not going to be a successful launch.
Wow.
But he
he's
was like,
honest
we're going
about
to
it.
learn a lot from it. And I was
Okay.
like, I respect that.
Yeah.
You're willing to
Well-
invest millions of dollars into learning something.
Just to blow it up. How wonderful.
Guys, don't worry.
I wish I had money to
Grand Danger
blow
won't
up.
be winning this one. Bye, Badger. Don't ask me how I survived that and you didn't.
Yeah, I don't. The world's
Bye,
not
Jason.
fair.
Well- Jason.
well, Jason died. So
Oh no.
Sorry.
Well, that failed.
A few minutes later, that's pretty good, Lito, actually. They thought that it might explode. He was like, as long as it doesn't explode on the
Oh
launch pad, it's
my
a win.
God.
So they got
Listen.
pretty far. That's pretty dope.
Meana, you really gotta stop going for the dive there.
I really wasn't.
Yes!
I'm off on my game today.
Finally.
Oh, it started to spin, so they blew it up. That is even more interesting. Mike K, thanks for coming through,
Bye,
Mike K.
Mike.
Appreciate you.
Mike.
Mike. Guess what day it is? Not Wednesday.
Mike K, thanks for coming through.
All right, so we running that one back. Right.
Yeah, there's one more for Kendrick, and then we can call it. Something like 7 engines failed, causing the spin. 7 engines failed, causing the spin. Wow.
Sounds like every day to me. 7 engines failed.
Oh, baby, this is gonna be our last one, Baby Yoda.
Grogu.
Baby Yoda, baby Yoda.
Have you guys
Here's the
been
code,
keeping
but it's
up
gonna
to
be
date
our
with
last one,
Mandalorian?
so it's not.
Oh yeah.
Friday
Finale last
Eve.
night.
Wait, today's
Did-
Thursday?
Yep.
Yeah, it came out last night.
Thursday.
I'm pretty sure that yesterday was the season.
I thought it
finale,
was
right?
Wednesday all day today.
It was the
Thursday.
finale. Yes.
Yeah,
Holy
it-
crap.
oh, you know,
Group
Finale of
hug.
what?
Meana, come here. I got a
No.
present for. Oh,
What's the
hey,
finale
Meana, there's many presents.
What was the finale? of?
No,
I
come
mean,
on.
The finale of Mandalorian last night.
Oh, no, I don't do that. I don't do that. I
This is
want
the
to, but I can't. I cannot.
I feel like the Mandalorian is just like a person who just gives directions.
Right?
You know what I mean? He's the guy that, like back in the day before we had navigation and you had to use MapQuest, and you would stop at a gas station and be
Wouldn't
like,
that
which
be
way do I go? He'd be like, this is the way.
Mandalorian.
This
Yeah.
is cool. Not
See,
this
you
way.
know, I'm
But
so
this
upset that nobody
the
has
way.
made the joke yet. The DeLorean
Give it
is
to
really
Jason.
good.
The DeLorean.
Man.
Man, the
Yeah.
DeLorean. Yeah, that was
Was
pretty
it
good,
DeLorean?
right?
I caught
What?
you. I caught you. I was helping you out. Stop.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
helping
Here,
you out.
I'm giving
Oh,
you a
we
thank
got
you
the
hug.
we got the
Wasn't that what-
founders of Raise of Love at it.
Let's
Is
go.
it Jason or is it King? Who's it gonna be?
wait,
Which
no, hold on.
founder
Jason,
is
we can
superior?
talk about
Oh.
Wait, Jason, we can talk about this. Wait,
Wasn't the DeLorean what the professor, whatever, or the doctor drove in Back to the
great
Future?
Scott.
Yes.
And James sometimes. Oh, come on, Jason. How did...
They're like
nope,
Einstein.
Nope. Jason
That
is
was
the
cold
shady-
hearted.
Clip it! Clip it! Clip it!
Ah, baby.
Wow!
Jason's trying to like take
it
over.
couldn't
He's
be
just like,
Jason.
That was the
No.
most awesome move.
It was. He said, "Long live the king."
The king.
You know? Yeah.
That was terrible. Wow.
I feel
man.
betrayed by my own brethren.
Yeah.
At two,
Well-
Jason.
Dude,
Brethren.
Everybody,
Yes,
thanks so much for
reference.
Not
joining.
addicts, man.
yes, reference. Ooh, that was a good one. Ooh,
Thank you, Random.
that was
Thank
a
you,
yummy
man.
reference. Ooh, so loaded.
Everybody, thanks for being here. Shout out to Random, Emery, Darkwing, Baby, Lido, Mike K, everybody who donated, Trans Romance especially, dropping that big hundo up in the building. Shout out to
Absolutely.
Trans Romance.
Confetti.
And if you don't already know, Trans Romance does stream. Let me see if I can find his info already created. Yes, I do. There it is. I think is he still on Facebook? He's still on
He's
Facebook,
on
right?
Yes.
Facebook. He's on Twitch. He's on
He's on
Kick.
Twitch.
He's on
Oh,
everything.
okay. Don't worry about that. It's this one. You know what I mean? It's the same thing, but with the Twitch thing. That place. You know what I mean?
I mean, I'll put
So-
it in the chat for you.
There it is. So make sure that everybody, if you can, go ahead and check out the person who donated the mostest monetarily. Although every donation that was given today, either through a share, through a minute watched, through a second watch, through a question asked, through anything that through hanging out and being
Share.
beaten by me the last round, whatever it is, I appreciate everyone who came
Okay,
through
cut.
today. Came through today
You know,
and
I
contributed
feel
to
like,
Raise the Love
just-
today.
You know, Meana,
And a
this
huge
sucks. We
shout out
can't
to
cut him
Barb
out.
as well.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout out
Yes.
to Barb who came through and gave such an amazing insight to everything that she does and everything that
Agreed.
Centers for Suicide Awareness is about. All her great tips and information. It was an absolute pleasure having her join us on the show.
A privilege.
today.
It was a
So,
privilege.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Especially her Grey Poupon. I mean, that was probably
Oh!
the highlight
That
of the
reference.
whole. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oof.
There it is. There it is.
You have any weird-
But everybody, we're not going to worry about outros. You heard about all of us. And make sure you come back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. We're going to be doing Jackbox with a few new people. Medusa Chan is going to be up in the building. A thug named Ladybug, I think, is going to be coming through tomorrow night. So make sure y'all come through and hang out with us. Clove will be back. Addicts will be back.
I finally get to play. I finally get to play.
I'm just going to say Badger will be back, even though I don't know if that's the truth. We will see you next time.
I think so.
You think so? Perfect. And so we will all see you next time on Raise the Love, everybody. Have a beautiful night, and thank you for being here. Bye.